Alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel, Chicago Karl. I'm Chicago Karl. I know this is my first in-person video I think I've done, but let's just get into it. As you saw from the title of the video, we're going to be going through and recapping the White Sox 14-4 loss to the Oakland Athletics today. It was pretty pitiful on the Sox effort part. I thought Lance Lynn didn't look like he'll usually look for us. He didn't look great today. He allowed, I think, 4 runs and 5 innings of work. He wasn't too efficient either. He got more strikeouts than he typically does get. On top of that, I thought the bullpen really lost this game for us. Let's be honest here. They gave up 10 runs alone. It was ugly for the bullpen today. And it wasn't even the normal guys like Hoyer or, Matt Foster or Jimmy Cordero. Cordero's out, but, it wasn't those guys that were allowing the runs. It was guys like I can't even tell you their names. I literally have seen them pitch like once or twice for the Sox this spring, and I don't think they're going to last too long in Chicago. Very irrelevant relievers, essentially. There's no point in getting into it. And obviously, Luis Robert. Why is he getting hurt in a spring training game? How does that happen? How did the Sox allow this to happen? It's like the third or fourth time he's gotten hurt. Doing literally the exact same thing, running into the wall. I don't know, he just doesn't use the warning track. Anyways, let's just get into the notes I have here. Top of the first, we saw Lance Lynn throw a 1-2-3 first inning, looking very strong, looking good. After that, bottom of the first, Sox got 2 on. Sean Manaea, the Athletics, looked very good today in the start, even though he did allow, I think he allowed 1 or 2 runs total. He had a very good final stat line regardless, and he looked disgusting for the Sox today. Anyways, he allowed 2 on base. That was Anderson, and I believe it was Anderson. I'm not sure who the other guy was. Anderson got him on base. Yohan Moncada was hit by a pitch, runners on the corners, and then Eloy singles to right, scoring to Anderson, 1-0 Sox. Top of the second, Sean Murphy opens up the inning with an absolute nuke off of Lance Lynn. So Murphy starts the inning. There we go. We got 1-1 score after that. Right after that, Eloy got hurt on the Sean Murphy home run. Not making that up. Eloy got hurt on the Sean Murphy home run. You can watch the replay yourself. I don't have the clip. Essentially, he went to go rob it. His looked like his glove hand, so his left hand went like this, kind of got stuck over the wall like that, and then his right hand kind of clinched to the netting in the wall. It was stuck like that. It was disgusting. Anyways, Lance Lynn got 2 Ks after the home run, got us out of the inning. We still got 1-run score. Bottom of the 2, Manaea deals. He has a 1-2-3 inning. He goes, Vaughn goes down, Madrigal goes down, Billy Hamilton went down very quickly. We move to the top of the third. Seth Brown leads off the inning with a double. Peter Cosmo, former Cardinal, grounds to Abreu. Seth Brown goes to third. Kai Tom signals. Then we got Brown scores 1-2 in favor of the Athletics. Tony Kemp follows that up with a single, but Lance gets out of the jam, gets 2 outs. He allowed 2 runs in 3 innings of work. Let's move. Bottom of the third, TA7 leads off. He was 2 for 2 on the day after that at bat. Then after that, Luis Robert comes up, 6-4-3 double play. We got 2 outs, and then Jose Abreu got hit by a pitch in the foot. Moncada followed that up with a strikeout. Moncada didn't have the best game today, to be honest with you. Top of the fourth we go. TA7 almost pulls off a spectacular Jeter-like highlight play. It looked great, but Abreu boxed it over at first base. It was tough, but, it happens. Not too rough of an inning anyway. Lance Lynn turned it around. He turned that around, got a 4-6-3 double play, got 2 dead. Right after that, Schwindel homers with 2 outs, making it 1-3 favor of the Athletics, and then Brown flies out to center field. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Reynolds reaches on an error. He had a bad game for the Sox. Grandal flies out to deep left. Vaughn follows that up with a strikeout. Madrigal grounds out. Manaea is continue to deal for this Athletics team. Cosma goes down. We go to the top of the fifth. My apologies. Peter Cosma goes down. Kai Tom goes down. Tony Kemp flies out to Billy Hamilton. Lance gets back on track, or at least he appears to be back on track. After that, we go to the bottom of the fifth. Billy Hamilton starts us off. Singles on a line drive to right. TA7, deep fly out to right. Lou Bob reaches on a fielder's choice. We've got 2 outs here, and Abreu follows it up with a fly out to right field. Manaea is looking strong through 5 innings. After that, we go to the top of the 6th. Leroy Garcia comes in for TA7 defensively. Will Carter comes in for Lynn. He hasn't made too many appearances with the Sox, and he looked horrible today. He's not making the roster. Let's be honest here. Lance Lynn's final stat line is going to be 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, no walks, and 2 home runs. Carter gets off to an ugly start. Laureano starts the Athletics off with a walk. Sean Murphy follows it up with a triple. Laureano scores. Grandal drops a throw. Laureano was actually almost out, but Grandal pulled a Jose Abreu and dropped it. 1-4 at that point. Steven Piscotty next at bat. Homers to deep left. Murphy scores, making it 1-6. A's. Machin lines out. Swindell grounds out. Looking like we're going to get out of the inning. We're looking good. Okay? And then, what do you know? Seth Brown homers. 2 homers in 1 inning off of Will Carter. 1-7, favor the Athletics. Peter Cosma gets up. Kai Tom walks. Danny DePoco comes in for Will Carter. Again, another irrelevant reliever that no one really cares about. Tony Kemp walks. Bases are loaded, all on walks. Okay. Laureano comes up for the second time in the inning. Walks in Peter Cosma. Scores 1-8. Cody Thomas comes into pinch run for, I believe, Ramon Laureano, and then Sean Murphy walks. Another run. Score is 1-9. And then finally, Dykeman comes in, and Piscotty grounds it to a fielder's choice. So we're good. Sox bullpen looked horrible at that point. Keep in mind, 1-9 score currently. We go to the bottom of the 6th. We have Yohan Moncada. He walks. He was then substituted for Danny Mendick, who stayed in the game at third base. Manea throws ball away on a pickoff attempt. Mendick to third, which I thought was pretty good on Danny Mendick. That's kind of a side note. He's looked very strong, very attentive this spring. He went yard yesterday off of a Cubs pitcher. He's had a good spring. He's looking much better and stronger this year than he did last year. I know it's spring, but just some notes I've thought. Grandal followed up with a single to left. Mendick scores, making it 2-9. Sean Manea finally gets pulled. His final stat line: 5 in the 3rd innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Wendelken comes in the game to relieve for Manea. Vaughn is up. Vaughn flies to right. Madrigal walks, and Hamilton ends the inning with a ground out. We move to the top of the 7th. After this, a lot of the action had already concluded. Yerman Mercedes enters for the Sox. Evan Marshall enters for Danny DePoco. Nick Williams enters to play, I believe, left field. Vermilliard enters. He played, I believe he played a bit first. Machlin starts out the inning for the Athletics. He lines out. Davidson flies out. Brown goes down swinging. Evan Marshall is looking strong up to that point. We go to the bottom of the 7th. We see, in my opinion, one of the best names in Major League Baseball, Sky Bolt of the Athletics. He replaces Tom Wilson. He replaces Tom Mackay, sorry. Wilson comes in for Kent. Allen comes in for Cosmo. Birch Smith comes in for the Athletics to replace Wendelken. Then we see Leroy Garcia start off the inning. He flies out to right. Nick Williams doubles to left. He's been looking pretty good spring training, I'd say, overall. Vermilliard follows us up with a double to left. Garcia scores 3-9 Athletics. Mendick singles to right. The scoring keeps going. Vermilliard scores off of the Mendick single. We got a 4-9 Athletics score. And then Reynolds and Mercedes both get out. Reynolds K'd. Mercedes popped out to first. We move to the top of the 8th. We have Cody Hoyer come in for Evan Marshall. Start off the inning. Allen K. Bolt singles to center. Wilson grounds out. Cody Thomas doubles. And Bolt scored all the way from first, making it 4-10 Athletics. And then we had Ryan Burr come in for Cody Hoyer. And then Dykeman was K'd right after that. I thought, truthfully, this was Cody Hoyer's first run allowed in all of spring training, and he pitched yesterday, so back-to-back days, you're poised to sort of end a streak you had going there. Cody Hoyer and Evan Marshall, and really the rest of the entire Sox bullpen, has looked phenomenal. Truthfully phenomenal. They have looked so strong. If they can give that up in the regular season, Sox bullpen is not something to slouch at. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Adam Kolarek comes in to replace Birch Smith for the Athletics. Vaughn gets us started with a double to left. Nick Madrigal lines out to right. Hamilton grounds out. And then Garcia grounds out. Pretty unproductive inning for the Sox, but at this point, everyone's kind of defeated. The broadcast, Steve Stone, Jason Benetti, shout out to you guys. They started talking about food in Minnesota. It is what it is. There we go. Top of the 9th. Perez starts off the inning with a single over to third base that I thought was going to be ruled an error, but was not. Machin singles to right. Davidson walks. We got bases loaded. Brown strikes out. Nick Allen follows us up with a double to right field. Perez is going to score. Machin is going to score. We got 4-12 A's. Cody Medeiros comes in to pitch. Bolt gets a sacrifice fly to right field. 4-13 Athletics. Wilson reaches on. Garcia throwing error. Allen scores. 4-14. Thomas grounds to third. Yeah, not looking good. Bottom to the 9th. The game's essentially over. Deolis Huera comes in for Adam Kolarek. Nick Williams, strikeout. Remilliard, strikeout. Mendick flies out to right. Your final, 14-4. All the notes I really have, honestly, I just told you guys. I thought the Sox bullpen today, aside from Danny DePoco, and I'm literally forgetting his name because he's so, like, I don't care. He's so irrelevant to me. I believe his name was, like, where is it? I can't find it. But the guy that came in initially for Lance Lynn looked horrible, but they're not going to make the opening day roster. Let's be honest here. They're not going to have extensive careers. They might not even play this year unless guys get hurt. So yeah, bullpen, pitching on the Sox looked okay. Lance Lynn looked a bit weak, especially because, I mean, the Athletics didn't even have Matt Chapman and Matt Olson in the lineup today. So they were missing their star corner infielders, and they still managed to do this to the Sox. Yeah, Athletics, we saw them in the ALDS last postseason. I think we could run into them again this year. I mean, I believe I picked the Athletics to finish second or first in the AL West. They've got a great team this year. I picked them first. They got a great team this year. They looked good. I'm still mad that Eloy Jimenez got hurt in left field in a meaningless spring training game. I mean, what are you doing? I don't understand. There's the big DH crowd on Twitter that just wants Eloy to just remain like a DH. I don't see that. I think we should try Andrew Vaughn a bit. I don't know what the solution is to Eloy. I don't know. I have nothing to say. It's getting out of hand. He did this like twice last year. Third time he's gotten hurt. I did see reports though that he's feeling better and he's in good spirits. I'm sure he'll be fine by opening day. I'm not worried. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw. Continue to tune in daily for daily White Sox, Bulls, Blackhawks, Bears, and various other teams' post-game reports. Have a nice day. Be nice to each other. I'm out.